Picture a world in 2026, 10 years after civilization, as we know it collapsed, under the weight of a pandemic that decimated humanity. The cities are ruins, the echoes of laughter and life have faded, and in the forests where humanity once thrived, a new society is rising, a community of apes endowed with the spark of intelligence once unique to humankind. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes isn't just a movie about apes taking over the world. It's a mirror, a warning, and a meditation on the fragility of civilization itself. At the heart of this story is Caesar, no longer the frightened orphan of the first film, but a leader, a husband and father, burdened with the impossible task of keeping peace between species on the brink. He has forged something beautiful and fragile, a community built on trust, cooperation, and hope. But peace, as history shows us again and again, is not the natural order of broken worlds. When a small band of human survivors enters their territory, not as conquerors, but desperate to reboot a hydroelectric dam and restore light to their darkened city, Caesar sees an opportunity. Here is a chance for two wounded societies to build something better together. Yet from the moment fear strikes the humans and injures one of the young apes, the process of othering, seeing the other as a threat, begins to take hold, and with it the seed of mistrust is sown. This conflict is not born of evil, but of fear that wounds, scars, and breeds an instinctive need to protect what remains. Caesar's hope for coexistence soon clashes with Koba's smoldering resentment, a traumatic legacy of human cruelty that has twisted his worldview into one of revenge rather than reconciliation. Koba does not just distrust humans, he hates them, and his hatred becomes a catalyst for war, turning allies into enemies and brother against brother. The dam, the forest, the fragile peace all become symbols. They reflect the world we live in today, where differences too often become barriers instead of bridges, where trauma, if not healed, can turn rational beings into agents of destruction, where the fear of loss outweighs the hope for harmony. But Dawn does more than portray the collapse of civility. It asks us, can we break the cycle of fear and vengeance before it consumes us? It forces us to examine what truly makes a civilization. Not technology, walls, or weaponry, but empathy, courage, and the willingness to face our own prejudices. In the end, when the fragile thread holding peace shatters and war erupts, we're left not with the spectacle of battle, but the tragic realization that both apes and humans lost something precious, the chance to transcend their past and redefine their future together. That's why Dawn of the Planet of the Apes resonates so deeply. It's not just an action film, it's a philosophical journey, a cinematic parable about the cost of fear, the courage to hope, and the heartbreaking price we pay when we fail to truly see one another.